we've been enjoying a conversation about fall being upon us and how we move gracefully and calmly into the seasonal transition and use our different approaches from the mental health world and the energy world and move calmly and easily forward. So I'd like to turn that thought over to you two experts.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Actually, Sandra was talking about how much, Sandra, you were talking about how much you love this season.
I do.
You do, yeah. And I think you should just jump right in.
Yeah.
I didn't say how much I love this season, though I like the season. But you said I love this season.
I do. I do.
Let's hear about it.
I love it. So it's like, see, I'm looking at the dragon on your shirt and I'm noticing, right, the gold and the black and how they complement each other. Yeah. That's why I love the equinox, because it's one of like twice a year we get this opportunity where everybody on earth gets like equal day and night. I mean, it might be off like 11 hours and 57 minutes and 12 hours and 3 minutes, but it's like pretty much equal, right?
Yeah, very close.
So there's but everybody gets it. So it's like Mother Nature says, okay, wait a minute. I've been doing all this stuff. So I just got to take this moment and I'm just going to come to balance. I'm just going to make everything even.
Yeah.
And the whole idea of it feels like, it just brings me like this. Oh, you see, I'm laughing, right? Because it brings me this joy. This is the pig in me. Right? The pig loves joy, right? And so it just brings that feeling of like, oh, like stuff can even out. It can be equal. We can be okay. Oh, let's do that, right? So, and it's like I do a fall program and I look forward to it because I want to share that with people. I want people to feel that sense that, wait, you can even things out. You just got to start figuring out where the flow is, how to find your flow, how you can like balance your resources, and you can get that feeling. So that's what I love about fall.
Yeah, that's amazing. So here's something that is my edge on this, my sort of take on it is like, it's massive. This equinox is massive because it involves at least the earth and the sun. Maybe it's more than that, but at least the earth and the sun. I mean, just think about that, right? So here we are, us, little people walking on the planet, and the earth and the sun are doing this dance. So this is like a natural, profound thing that's happening. And, it's the biggest thing happening. And, so if you're not aware that there's an equinox, or you're vaguely aware that there's an equinox, and you don't really realize it means everything's got a chance to rebalance itself right now. If you don't know that, then you just go along with your day, sort of imposing on top of nature what you think is important. And I think that's like what we do all the time. And so this is kind of cool for us because we've kind of learned to shift our thinking to appreciate that these deep natural patterns can guide us. Like if we appreciate that our bodies are moving into a state of some kind of balance on the time of the equinox, everything inside has an opportunity to balance.
Yeah.
Then if we can join that, which is I think what you were saying, if we can join that, that's amazing. But we can also decide not to join it, to ignore it, and then we'll go along like our man-made path.
Mm-hmm.
And it will happen anyway, but we'll go somewhere else. And if we continue to do that, if we continue to go on a path, our own path that's separate from nature's way, eventually that's going to show up in some kind of condition. Because we're not paying attention to the way the natural order of things is expressing itself. That's what I think is cool about this time, because it's so powerful.
Yeah. And I think as I was listening to you, I was having some thoughts about how that's the conversation we've been having so much over this last several weeks, is that when we are in alignment, when we find our alignment, with our mind, body, and spirit, in Taoist tradition, we would also see ourselves as a part of this bigger picture, right? That we all have a purpose in this bigger picture. Mm-hmm. So that as the earth and the sun are doing this thing, I often call it a dance too. That's why I laughed. And as they're doing this dance, right, we can also like find our own rhythm of, like we could say, oh, wait, there's a big thing, there's a big energy shift happening.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what does that feel like in me? Because if, we can take some knowledge and wisdom from this Taoist tradition, we would say then, oh, so now it's like, oh, that's something I can do too, right? Like nature is like our role model in a lot of ways. So
Yeah, Master Lu says nature is our master,
yes.
right? So that nature is the master, and we really can pay attention to that. And then the repercussions and the ramifications are everywhere.
Mhm.
Like we think, well, there's this transition, and it begins what we think of as fall, even though fall's already started internally, but fall starts to be more obvious. And then all the amazing things that happen this time of year, they're really dramatic. The shift that nature makes, this letting go, is profound letting go. And, because it's the fall season, we know like it's a chance to discover like inner gems inside yourself. Like this letting go can strip yourself of all the pretense and all the things you don't need anymore, and see yourself like who you really are. Every year we have this chance to do that. And, so I mean, I appreciate it on that level. I appreciate it like in terms of how it translates into the work I do. And
Yeah.
do, right? Like, because we can guide people into being aware that this is the time, you can let things go now.
Yeah.
Practice letting go.
Yeah.
You have this new balance to change.
Yeah.
That's the natural way in which we can support people in a process of change and self-discovery, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I love this time of year for letting go and harvesting our treasures.
There you go, harvesting. Yeah.
That's so
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's really, we're still like, for me, it's like, I want summer to last because it's so beautiful. And we've had a really beautiful summer, and I'm kind of sad about like that ending and the colder temperatures coming. And yet what's coming next is amazing. It's really amazing. All the seasons are amazing when you really kind of jump into them. It's like, wow, this is amazing. What's going to happen? Pretty great. Hey, Jenny, what's up?
I just am stunned by this beautiful conversation today, and I want to thank you, because I came into it with a sort of a preconception of a concept that has been on my mind, which is about sort of our basic wiring. What does our basic biological and emotional wiring contribute to our sort of state of being? And where you guys started today was so clearly at the energetic level, talking about balance, talking about a refresh button, talking about the possibility for all things to be equal, even if just for one moment in time, that in that moment in time, there's a whole lifetime waiting. And the notions, the ideas, the beliefs that we carry about who we are, what's possible for us in that moment, all of that just doesn't matter, because we get to step into something that's all about possibility and beauty and our inner, precious treasure. And that's all also there alongside with whatever it is that we believe about what we're capable of, or what we can do, or how we think. So I really appreciate that. And I that's beautiful. That's just beautiful. Really opens up 1,000 new doors. So thanks, guys. And that is our time for today.
Oh, great. Wow. That's exciting. It's all very exciting.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just going to
soon,
say,
right?
yeah.
Sandra, when's the equinox? Do you know?
The equinox is on the 22nd, and it marks 100 days remaining in the year.
So great.
I just, days, that's another magical number. 100 days is also magic. Yeah.
And we don't often use this time to sort of put in a plug, but I got to say that if that Dr. Sandra and at Budding Spring Healing, Larry and I are both offering new programs for the fall, specifically around this concept of taking advantage of this seasonal opportunity, aligning your energy with the energy that wants to support you to move, as Larry said, with nature, get that energy from nature and use it for your own healing and your own coming to balance. So we'll drop the connecting links in at the end of this video, and also in the comments here on Facebook. So if you all are interested in getting some additional support, you don't have to do it alone. That's one thing we've been talking about.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So
We are here to
keep
help.
looking up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All righty. Have a
See
good day.
ya.
Bye.
Yeah.